let's see some things in practice. You probably wonder how to start importing images to Capture One, and this will be more likely the first thing you will be doing using Capture One, and it's nothing more simple. When you first time open your software, you should have huge import button in the center. If not, you can just press File and then Import Images. After that, you just need to find the images that you're going to work with. So first of all, we need to find source. And of course, I have a lot of sources over here right now. So I would go just through choose folder and try to find my images somewhere, the folder I'm looking for in my messy desktop. So it's course, I believe this is the course I'm planning, course images, and I have them placed over here. So finally, when I find the images, I can just simply hit open and they will be imported to my camera raw. And at the end, the one thing I have to do, I can hit the button import all or choose just few images, as you can see, and then we have number, import 3 images, 1 image, or whatever we prefer. I'm not going to do this because, as you can see, I already imported the images to Capture One. So let's close this and start seeing like what we need to know. As you know, I always start my work in Camera Raw from basic panel. And it's very similar in Capture One. I'm starting from, let's say, my own basic panel. So except the one fact that we have over here and it's white balance, it will be called, let's have a look, color. So it's responsible for colors, but I usually work with colors a little bit later. So in colors we have white balance. So we can make the image a little bit colder if it's our choice, or maybe warmer. Actually, for this image I don't think it would be necessary, but it's not the first time. Like, it happens to me in the past that I got images looking like this, and this was the issue with color balance. So of course then I had to manipulate with sliders to bring up the image to normal looking. I won't be manipulating, so I'm just going to hit right on the image, and you need to know that every time that you want to reset your adjustments, you can just hit right and then choose reset adjustments. So as I mentioned, I won't be doing anything with white balance. In base characteristic, you can see all of the information. You have your ICC profile, and we have Nikon D810 generic. That was the camera we are shooting, so all of the information you have here, and also you can adjust them. But the panel that I'm starting with, and this panel is about exposure. So similar as in Camera Raw, I'm working with shadows and highlights first, because as I was saying to you, it's super important to make image look, to make it comfortable for you to retouch them later. So if we have two dark areas like over here, we won't be really seeing a lot of detail. So what I'm doing, I slightly bring up the shadows from this area, and also highlights are not really that strong, so I would knock them down just a little bit, because I think the highlights are quite suitable at the moment right now. So like, for sure, bringing up some highlights and lowering of course bringing up shadows and lowering highlights. And the same I would do with other images. As you can see, they don't look as they really looks like. It seems the Capture One didn't process the preview over here really well. So this is the basic steps. And also, if the image is a little bit dark, maybe desaturated, you can sort this out over here in the exposure. I don't use many of these tools for retouching. It would be alright to lower the contrast if you consider them they are too strong right now, because as you remember, we work with contrasts in Photoshop. We don't really improve contrast straight in raw processing, because it will be just difficult later to retouch for us. So you don't want much contrast when you start in retouch. You want as clean image as possible. For this image, maybe I would bring a little bit more brightness because I feel it would be looking much better. So these are very basic steps. As you can see, this is not many things to start with, but yeah, all the things start very simple. And about colors, I'm actually working with local adjustments, and I will show you this in the next lesson.